Good morning, students. A very warm welcome to all of you. Let us start the next topic of Module 3. As I mentioned earlier, in Module 3, there are only 3 lessons. First, balance of payments that we completed. Now, the second lesson, causes of disequilibrium and measures to correct disequilibrium in balance of payment. I divided this topic into 2 parts. The first part, we will be discussing types and causes of disequilibrium. There can be 2 questions that are important in this and I covered in the presentation. So let us start with the types and causes of disequilibrium. An equilibrium in the balance of payment means is a sign of soundness of the country's economy. A disequilibrium can be in the form of deficit or surplus. First type of disequilibrium, short-run disequilibrium. It is a disequilibrium that prevails for a year or for few quarters. Such deficit occurs due to sudden increase in demand for foreign goods and services. For example, failure of monsoon, natural calamities, political disturbances, etc., which results in increase in imports or decline in exports. Second, long-run disequilibrium. It is also called fundamental disequilibrium. Disequilibrium that prevails continuously for a long period of time or chronic is called long-run disequilibrium. Main causes for long-run disequilibrium can be excess import for planned economic development, continuous increase in population, domestic investment exceeding domestic savings, increase in the price of imports, etc. For correcting long-run disequilibrium, a country has to export more and import less. Third, cyclical disequilibrium. Economic activities are subject to business cycles which have 4 phases: prosperity, recession, depression and recovery. During prosperity period, import increases and export may increase during the recession due to decline in the price. Next, structural disequilibrium. It arises due to structural changes in the economy affecting demand and supply relation in commodity and factor markets. Exports of a country may decline if in the rest of the world demand is diverted to other commodities due to a change in taste, fashion, habits or income. Factor market may also undergo structural changes due to changes in supply of factors of production, especially labor and capital. So these are the 4 types of disequilibrium. Let us start the causes of disequilibrium. Number 1, increase in import. Now under increase in import, we are discussing various points. Number 1, import of essential goods and services. Countries which do not have enough supply of essential goods like food items or raw materials, etc., have to import them. Second, development programs. Developing economies have to plan various development programs which require to import capital goods, raw materials, specialized manpower, etc., which is short supply at home. Since development is a continuous process, import of these items continue for a long time. Next, population growth. Countries like India and China experience an increase in population. To meet their needs, imports become essential. Next, demonstration effect. An increase in income coupled with the awareness of higher living standard of foreigners induce people to imitate the same. Now the second, low or decline in export. First, Low income elasticity of demand. If a country experiences a low income elasticity of demand for its export, then exports may not increase. Second, discovery of substitutes. Technological and scientific improvements results in finding out new substitutes, that is plastic for rubber. Protectionist trade policy, non-tariff barrier which may take the form of place of origin, quality requirement, social dumping, etc. restrict the exports of developing country. Next, cyclical transmission. Business cycles affect international trade. Recession or depression in any developed country may affect the rest of the world, which have negative effects, that is low income, low demand, etc. They are transmitted from one country to another country. Next, capital flight. When the restrictions on the movement of capital are reduced, there is a tendency among those who possess money capital to transfer it to those countries which yield higher returns. Next, structural adjustments. Many countries in the recent years have been undergoing structural changes. Their economies are being liberalized. Private sectors have been given more freedom and responsibilities, which results in changes in exports and imports. Next, globalization. The world economic environment has been undergoing a change under WTO. There has been more liberal and open atmosphere for international movements of goods and services and capital. Competition has been increased due to the globalization of the international economic relations. So these are the causes of disequilibrium. Students, the question can be explain the various types of disequilibrium. So there are 4 types of disequilibrium and the causes of disequilibrium that we discussed. So 6 causes of disequilibrium. So all the points you have to cover in that. This is very simple. You have to write the explanation in a proper way. Thank you very much.